You ever stop to think about the engineering genius you use every single day? Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain and dive into the hidden and frankly brilliant mechanics of the good old toilet.
I mean, think about it. It just sits there, so quiet. But you push one little handle and whoosh, a powerful flush. So what is the secret behind it all? Let's solve this little household mystery together.
All right, here's our game plan. First, we're going to appreciate the toilet as the everyday machine it is. Then, we'll take a peek inside the tank to see where the action starts. After that, we get to the real magic, the siphon effect. And finally, we'll see how it all resets itself with the final swirl.
Okay, so first up, the everyday machine. We take this thing completely for granted, right? But the modern flush toilet is it's an incredibly simple, elegant solution to a really complex problem. And the wildest part, it does it all without any electricity, just gravity and some super clever physics.
So, where does this whole process kick off? Well, let's look at the nerve center of the operation, the tank. Every single time you push that handle, you're starting this surprisingly precise chain reaction.
The process starts out super simple. You push the handle, which acts like a lever. It pulls on a chain, which lifts up a rubber seal called a flapper valve. Honestly, it's just like pulling the plug in your bathtub. And all of a sudden, all that water that's been waiting in the tank has a place to go. And believe me, it goes fast.
And this is where the real action begins. You see, the magic of the flush doesn't come from water pushing everything out of the way. Nope, it comes from a much more powerful and way more clever force. The siphon effect.
So, what in the world is the siphon effect? Okay, it's this really neat trick of physics. Just imagine water going over a hump in a pipe. As the water on the other side starts to fall, gravity creates this vacuum that literally pulls all the water behind it up and over that hump. It's a pull, not a push. So here's how that plays out in your toilet. That giant rush of water we just unleashed from the tank, it doesn't just fill the bowl, it totally floods it. It forces a huge amount of water into that S-shaped pipe built into the base. That pipe's called the trapway, and it's essential.
Okay, here it comes. This is the critical moment. As that big wall of water surges up and over the highest point of that S-shaped bend, it starts to fall down the other side. And as it falls, it leaves this little pocket of low pressure behind it. It's starting to create that all-important vacuum.
And here is the big payoff. That vacuum gets so powerful it literally sucks all the rest of the water and everything in it right out of the bowl and down the drain. You know how you suck the last bit of a milkshake through a straw? It's exactly like that. A powerful pull. That's the whole secret.
But hold on, the job's not quite done. The bowl is empty, the tank is empty, the whole system needs to reset itself. And it does this with a really elegant two-part process to get ready for the next flush.
Now this part is so clever. While the tank is refilling, there's this little float that rises with the water level. It's like a little boat. And when it gets to the top, it automatically shuts off the main valve. At the exact same time, a smaller tube is siphoning off just enough water to refill the bowl back to the perfect level.
And just like that, the cycle is complete. The flapper has sealed the tank again, the tank is full, the bowl has its protective seal of water, and the whole system is perfectly balanced, just patiently waiting for the next time someone pushes the handle. It is truly amazing when you think about it. This incredibly effective piece of engineering is based on a design that's about 200 years old. It's an invention that quietly revolutionized sanitation and public health for the entire world, all without a single wire or computer chip.
You know, the flush toilet is just a perfect example of simple genius hiding in plain sight. It kind of makes you wonder, right? What other brilliant, simple ideas are we overlooking in our own daily lives? Something to think about. Thanks for joining me on this one.